friends, Teacher Loretta back again, and we are continuing on with Jax, Protector of the Ranch, and we left off at the beginning of chapter 2, so I'm just going to dive right in and pick up where we left off. Our team. With so many sheep to watch over, I'm glad not to be the only one on guard duty. Bev, our lead guardian dog, is here too. Bev is an Anatolian shepherd by breed. With a light brown coat and a curling tail, she's the oldest dog on the ranch. I've learned a lot by watching her. Still, Bev has a different style than me. She likes to stay close to our flock unless there's trouble to chase away. Then there's Stormy, a tough guardian pup in training. She's a Great Pyrenees, like me, just over a year old. She still stays close to Bev. I worry about Stormy a bit. Young pups make mistakes. Sometimes mistakes can be painful to themselves or dangerous for the sheep. I know I made mistakes when I was younger. There's young Stormy and old Bev. Remember, these pictures are drawn by the illustrator of the story. And me, I'm the wanderer of our trio. It's my job to jog along the fence, patrolling the edges of the pasture. It's our differences that make us such a great team. Even though we tackle our guard work in our own ways, we three dogs have a lot in common. We are big dogs, about as tall as the sheep we watch over. Dogs like us don't need to spend much time with a human trainer to become good at our jobs. We have something better, what Gail calls our instincts. Guardianing those in our animal and human families come naturally to us. Now that I am wide awake, I move to the far side of the pasture. The fenced-in area is long and wide, bigger than the barn. The ranch house and the horse stable all put together. That's a lot of ground to cover. I keep my eyes open and I sniff many scents in the air. I search for anything that might be bad news for my sheep. Now and then, I send out a warning. Row, row! That's just to let any crafty critters know I'm on the job. The sheep don't pay any mind to my barking. They're used to it. The flock still grazes and moves about. When the sun disappears, they will rest. Some of the ewes, that's what Gail calls the female sheep that make up my flock, will nestle down in the grass. Just ahead by the fence, I see movement. My muscles tense. But then I relax. It's only a doe and her fawn. They are coming out to feed at twilight. I pause, and the tiny fawn looks at me with dark eyes. We've met before. The mama deer isn't afraid of me. She's not a threat to my sheep, so she knows I won't bother her. That mama deer knows too that this pasture is safer than the woods. I help keep hungry animals that might attack her baby away. I jog farther along the fence. The night is warm. A fading yellow sunset begins Sunset lights the wide Texas sky. I stop now and then to lift my leg and wet the ground, the way dogs do. This bit of sense. Keep is my keep out sign for foxes, coyotes, and other animals. Those thin, wily critters have no problem slipping through the pasture fence. Usually the sight of us dogs and the scent markers we leave are enough to keep dangerous animals away. But not always. Still, all seems peaceful on the ranch tonight. As the final colors of the sunset fade, the moon comes out. Uh-oh. It's a full moon tonight. Strange things seem to happen when the moon is full. We see more predators. Animals act up in unexpected ways. The sky grows darker. I keep moving along the pasture fence and send out more whining barks. Row, row. I gaze around and sniff and leave more scent markers. I'm at the far end of the pasture, a long way from my sheep and the other dogs, when something changes. Something that makes me think about the spine-chilling howls I heard the night before. And then I know this will be no ordinary night. Far off by the sheep, I see our lead dog, Bev. She faces the woods. From the way she stands and stares, I can tell that Bev senses something, some kind of danger. I follow Bez's gaze. There, behind the fence, at the wood's edge, I spot it, a dark shape creeping forward. The shape moves into the moonlight. Even from here, I can see a shaggy body and long, thin legs. I see dark fur and pointed ears. A coyote! And we're going to stop there for today. We're going to pick up on chapter 3, Danger on the Prowl.